Hello, wherever and whenever you are, and welcome back to QuestJunkiesUK. Welcome back to the Tomb of Annihilation, and welcome, not back, but welcome to Year 4. As we realised between our one-shot on Saturday and today, we hit our anniversary. A massive, massive shout out to everyone who's supported us and joined us and still comes along on these lovely adventures of ours. Thank you all for being here. And actually, is Soundscape? Are you too noisy? Or not? Are we good? Are we good? Are we good? Are we good?
Is it again?
No, I just realised that I'm a toddler now. Yay! I was just nervous that Soundscape might be too loud, but I think we're okay. Shout at us if you cannot hear what's going on. I couldn't see my levels because there's lots of weird advantage crystals in the way. Because the advantage crystals are gifts, it thinks they've got audio parts and it puts them in the audio mixer. It's like, there's no noise. No noise.
Oh.
But yes, as I sort this out, we are celebrating today our start of Year 4 and our 3rd anniversary with some lovely presents for all of you. We have lots of giveaways today to celebrate going into our next year. So, ! Enter in chat, as I see some people are already jumping on. We have the wonderful work of CZRPG, of course. We have, for 3 years, we have 3 vouchers from Troll Lord Games. Count them, 1, 2, 3. And we have the wonderful, wonderful mod that we have. Phantom, thank you for all the work that you do all the time. We have the fabulous Phantom giving us a D&D Beyond code for Tasha's Cauldron of everything. So if you want all of those cool rules and fun ideas to get into your games, jump in on that. And on screen here, with an outdated camera frame, Brackle no longer. The fabulous Scarlet Song will be doing an original commission, a little chibi for one of you lucky folks as well. So you can get some awesome art of your OC. So everyone jump in that giveaway. We got all those
It's the Dice Goblin one.
Yeah. Hey, McClever, thanks for jumping in. Ooh, sorry, let me just... sorry. I'm so telling that it's when McClever come in that reminded me. I need to turn back on our channel point redeems after I turn them off for
oh yeah, that's
Candela.
right.
Thank you all so much, McClever and everyone. Thank you for the support on Saturday, getting those D6s to give to our plucky
You
investigators.
saved us. Thank you.
Genesis Choir, thank you for joining us. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Me, folks. Let me just quickly jump over here. Enjoy the epic music. So, let us. Sorry, computer's being all laggy and slow. 2 seconds. Please
How
hold,
do
please
you
hold.
put on the frame not Brackle? Brackle cross. Just put a line through it. Does that work?
Ouch.
Look. This is how I process. Process.
Drama.
This is my acts of mourning.
Okay, viewer rewards. There we go. Channel points. Slowly getting there. Everyone, we were busy celebrating on Saturday as well, as we managed to pass 2,000 followers last Thursday. So double celebrations all around. Not emotes, channel points. Come back here, you. Okay, folks, turning on those disadvantage and advantage crystals. Boom, boom, they should be on now. Someone give me a check. Do the channel points show up properly there? Check.
Channel points are showing, yes.
There
And
you
they're
go.
labeled as new.
That's because I just turned them on, I guess.
Oh.
New this week. As they were not there. That's interesting. It shows them as new every time you turn them on. Never mind.
Well, that's how you know they're back at least.
Cheers, Grim. Yeah, exactly right. Okay. There we go. That's sorted. Right, my friends. So, what better way to celebrate 3 wonderful years of adventure with some of my finest friends here. A huge shout out not only to all of you wonderful people in chat, but of course all of that support that you give us all the time. Absolutely wonderful. But, of course, to all of the cast of QuestJunkiesUK, over 20 intrepid adventurers. Oh, Phantom coming in with Waku inspiration there. Thank you. Boop. And we are going to be celebrating today by giving out presents to you lovely people, enjoying adventurers here. A couple of spins of the wheel thanks to Warrior and McClover. Thank you, McClover. And what better way to celebrate and have a party than with the beginning of the Death Curse in Tomb of Annihilation. And welcome back. Slight tone change as we bring things down and return to our Tomb of Annihilation group in the dwarven mine of Hrakhammer. A dwarven mine once more, as they have driven out the fire newts and their giant strider mounts and reclaimed it for the dwarves, who aided them at the end, coming in from the jungle. Had they been lurking outside, outnumbered and able to claim it for themselves, and jumping in to attack the fire newts. But it was at a terrible cost. Wild magic surging, saving our terrafolk druid warlock, Brackle, from falling into molten metal, meant that she was cast out into another room, where she fell to the magics of the fire newt warlocks. Her friends battled as quickly as they could, cutting their way through the fire newt warriors. Hugh, our Goliath fighter, rushing into the adjoining chamber, but too late. Brackle's lifeless form lay on the floor of the chamber. The dwarven spirit warrior used his magical powers, markings very similar to Brackle's, as he rushed in and used the energies of the jungle and the mine to channel life force, revival energy into Brackle's form. But nothing happened. As those of you familiar with the Tomb of Annihilation will know, that there is a certain force of evil that has triggered something known as the Death Curse. With the unwitting help of a certain Cobalt warlock hiding down there. I see you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh man, does
never-
Raku feel guilt ever? Question mark.
I mean,
Only when he's dying.
he doesn't know these two are connected or not. So.
Yeah. The truth come out.
But the Death Curse has begun, which means no adventurer can be resurrected. No resurrected adventurer is safe either, as all those brought back from beyond the veil are beginning to waste away. Most pertinently for this particular crew, Hugh's mother, who Brackle was witness to the resurrection of, as a different party of adventurers brought them back from the jungle and wanted them resurrected in thanks for the guidance that they had given Hugh's mother, a legendary jungle guide here in Chult. And he's following in the footsteps. And it is to that smithing room of the dwarven mine that we return, as Waymak, Hugh, and Waku, with the two remaining dwarves, gather around Brackle's unmoving form.
That's baby. Don't mind me.
The dwarven spirit warrior looks up at you, Hugh. I mean, I'm sorry. It has always worked in the past. I do not know how to. I'm sorry.
Hugh, not quite understanding exactly what is happening with the spell he's just cast. He's not incredibly familiar with this stuff.
How much does he know because of his mother? Because when you guys were ostracized because of that, did your mother tell you why you were chucked out and explain that, or did you not know?
She probably would have explained it to him, but in very simple terms.
Right. So she was almost lost, but she was brought back from the brink of it.
Right. Yeah. And he assumed that it was magic in nature.
Yes.
But he wouldn't have recognized what the spirit warrior was doing in that moment, and he would have still been trying to administer like first aid. So in the last session we talked about how the health potion just kind of sat in Brackle's mouth.
Yep.
And almost ignoring this magic being cast, he would have done what he knew, okay, maybe her airway isn't clear, so he would have tilted her head back, and almost even started to do CPR, but I think seeing the fear on the spirit warrior's face, he would have stopped.
Yeah.
Or the confusion.
Is Waku trying to put the potion back in the bottle? Sorry.
No, I do think, almost in a combination of selfishness and not wanting to waste, that's part of why he was considering doing CPR, was to try to salvage some of that health potion, knowing how hurt he was, but not wanting to violate this, the situation and Brackle's person. He, I think at that point, would have just stood up with Brackle in his arms, as the spirit warrior's trying to explain, and without looking at him, he'll just kind of start going, leaving the room, and look over his shoulder and to Waku and Waymak and say, "You guys coming?"
I mean, yes, but
look, we tried one thing, we tried another thing, and it didn't work. Let's go.
Cold.
No proper bear. Love it. But ooh, I see what I meant.
okay.
And Hugh does wait for them to acknowledge that they're leaving before he continues out of the room.
The spirit warrior turns to you and says, because this is the first time he's seen Brackle properly, because they were already off and away when they entered from the south, and they were outside. Yep. This isn't the one that you saved from the cells. It is true what our friend said. And he's like putting his hand on Brackle's arm where the tattoos are spiraling down. And Hugh, as he says that, you look around and Baku, and you see those same markings on his staff and his own tattoos. Let us at least put your friend to rest in our sacred caves. And Hugh,
what are you talking?
Well, Hugh, you remember Waku was there, but Josh wasn't at the time. But you remember the caves to the south that had those same markings on the walls.
Right. What are you talking about? To rest? We have options. I know there are other options.
What do you mean?
Well, whatever you just tried didn't work. There must be other magics. My own mother was brought back. Someone somewhere can help us.
Very well. I was not able to bring the soul back to your friend, but I can ensure that until you find this other thing, they will remain as this, intact, without decay. We have been using it in the jungle so that those that we have lost do not return as the undead. The echoes of Rasnisi still can be heard throughout this jungle. And Hugh, you know that story very, very well. Rasnisi was the necromancer warlord that raised this huge army of undead before disappearing and abandoning that army so that they just roam wildly around the jungles. That's why civilization has been pushed to these few outposts. It's why, Port Nyanzaru has those problems with the undead. And yes, you're definitely thankful that Brackle would not be joining those restless hordes.
I think that as he hears the name Rasnisi, he stops hearing the old man and starts thinking about all of the trouble that Rasnisi and his horde have caused, not just for his own family, his own tribe, the bastardization of this entire area.
Yes.
And he says to himself, Rasnisi, and he turns on his heel because he's facing away from the old man. He turns back to him and he says, I would be very grateful if you would protect our friend from such a fate.
Could you bear the body? And he starts to process out towards the chambers to the south. Do you scoop up Brackle?
I've been holding Brackle the whole time.
Okay.
Yeah, I stood up with Brackle in my arms. And he
sorry.
follows so closely behind the old man that he almost is stepping on his feet.
Also, sorry, before I forget, we have two spins of the wheels. I'm gonna go with the two present characters.
Yep, that's fair. I say. Great.
Sounds good. As long as I don't get reduced to size, we're good.
So Hugh,
That's gonna be really awkward.
Hugh with the wild magic surge. Have that locked and loaded for the next initiative, please.
Ooh,
And
beautiful.
remind me
Okay.
when I inevitably forget.
Yep.
And Waku. Waku's already narrowly avoided becoming a cobalt vampire.
Everyone
Vampire
is
spawn.
very keen for like
Ooh, Waku.
vampire brackle.
I know, right? Waku, a short rest mote of
Ooh.
energy dances about
Ooh.
you.
That's good for a warlock.
That's really good. Yeah.
I will
It's
say
like, I heard you like
will
spells.
I will say you can keep it because you wouldn't be venturing back out into the jungle without taking a long rest. So I think you'll rest here, despite even
Yeah.
with Hugh's. Hugh would know that very well. It would be very bad to go out there right now.
Q takes 2 steps.
It's like, we must go immediately. Oh, hang on.
Yeah. He steps on
My
a
side.
sharp rock and
The remaining hit points just go.
As you... Okay, so as you move through the bubbling, smelting room, the vats of molten steel, and now that you look at it properly, out of the heat of battle, that silvery-looking one that you kind of assumed was like silver or water, like the way you just when you were running past it, you see it's actually molten adamantine. And as you're going, the leader, the spirit warrior, continues to give their thanks. Let me grab their name quickly. Sorry, Sithy Vine Cutter is this leader. The spirit warrior Sithy says to you all, I could not use my magic to aid you, but you do, of course, have our thanks. We shall prepare from the stores ingots of our precious metals to give thanks to you. And they will give each of you 20 1-pound ingots of adamantine.
That's a lot of
holy
adamantine.
moly.
It is.
That's a lot of adamantine.
Yeah, I'm just double checking it isn't 20 total. Yep, it says each character is allowed 20 1-pound ingots.
Yeah, but
Wow.
So, I'm not to bargain too hard here, but what about her share?
oh my god, I feel like that's gonna be like funeral rites around my grave, dude.
I mean, like we can leave it with her. That's fine.
Her share was consumed in the casting of the magic.
Oh, okay. That's
I
Legit.
apologize.
that's legit. Yeah.
He kind of winces in the waste of treasure.
Right.
Okay, so you process out through there, along the rail track tunnel that Waku redecorated in shade of Fire Newt with his shatter spells. And
He's being careful not
the
to
warriors,
slip.
yeah, the other warrior that's walking back at the back of the procession with you, Waku, is just like, this is gonna take some cleaning.
Hmm.
I told Sithy, learn prestidigitation, you take that
You know.
Oh,
and you
Some
make your way
people
out
just don't
onto that you make that way out onto that bridge, the heat and the underlit glow of the magma bubbling below, and enter into the passageway to the south where those tunnels were and the caves, and turning left towards a part of the system you didn't reach before because of the urgency of what you were doing, you see a different glow. not quite so orange as the magma bubbling and shimmering below the bridges in the volcanic rift of Thrakama here. It is more of a shifting flame. A more reddish glow to it, and as I said, moving and dancing on the walls of the tunnel ahead. The Scythi, the spirit warrior, looks confused. And Hugh and Waku, you remember that these chambers had glowed blue before. Kind of darker, kind of almost navy, kind of shadowy glow. You move to the east, leaving the tunneled and worked stone of the mining section away from the cart tracks and into natural caves. And you see on the entranceway to this group of chambers those same symbols, again very similar to the patterns that are on Breckle's skin, dull now where they glowed before, but glowing with this shifting reddish hue. Scythi looks confused and says, What is going on?
Yeah, they used to glow blue, almost like a navy or something.
Yes. That is how it has been for quite some time.
Just changed like recently, right?
Since we've
This is-
been through at
That's
least.
the first time I have seen this. And as he rounds the corner, he stops so suddenly that Hugh, you bump into him. And he moves forwards, looking over his shoulder at Brackle's body. As you step around the corner, Scarlet, kneeling in the cave ahead, what do they see?
Small. My brain says vestigial, but that's not the right word. Small hands, talons, are clutched in prayer before a shining and now, if I recall correctly, warm image of outstretched wings and stormy skies. You see Brackle. The clothes are different. The same sort of red cape. Maybe. The same sort of warm leathers. But those wings are together and they are in a meditative prayer. The skin that you see in this light is slightly duller.
Eh?
Hugh will look at the body that's in his arms, move it out of the way to look down at the spirit warrior, look up again at this figure that seems to be Brackle, almost.
It is just subtly different. He's like... he's almost whispering, not wanting to interrupt this prayer that's happening in this sacred place to them. Did you have others in your party?
Hugh is so angry and confused that he doesn't even hear the old man's whisper, and he shouts, "Whoa. What in the nine hells is going on?"
there is like a pause in prayer. And the figure just turns very slowly, and without that joy, without that spark that you would always see in Brackle's face, just looks over and acknowledges you but says nothing.
And let us jump back in time a moment. I hope some of you watched a certain Brennan Lee Mulligan over on Critical Role's channel a while ago. Fire.
Yes.
A subterranean chamber lit much like the mines of Hakama by boiling, churning magma, falling in a waterfall down into a large pool before continuing its journey beneath some vast mountains. Illuminated by this light, we see a huge serpent-like form, wings protruding from its back, standing next to a human-looking figure in adventuring gear, dark hair, a beard, a long sword at their side. The human figure says, "Are you sure that was the right thing to do, Zaha? You have limited resources in this land. You have called upon the shadows of the jungle, and now the fire of the mountains. You give too much of yourself." The serpent tiredly coils and rests its head on its own skin, looking down at the figure. "It is necessary, Artis. If these few are not successful, there will be no Chults to save. No Chult for your love to return to. And nothing to give me any power at all. I sense the meddling of a Tan, that these four should come together. The Cobalt, tied to the evil to the south. The Goliath, there to guide them, driven by the danger to his own family. The Bastetti, preordained to protect this land and its histories and treasures. And our contribution. They did so well in Nyanzaru. I hope this time around they will do as well. And Embra, as we return to you, you have the last words of Saha Mbaza echoing in your mind as you start your journey here in the peninsula of Chult. The death curse has begun. Chult will be lost if the evil being is allowed to be created.
Embra turns their gaze as you shout and you like grumble, and the eye that regards you from this profile is burning hot and then blinks slowly into a cool coal. Similar eyes, but not the same. And they stand with an almost militaristic style purpose, not the sweet sort of bounce that you were used to seeing in the nervous gait. This is confidence and hot sort of coldness. I have been sent to assist you.
And Hugh, Waku, the most prominent thing you notice is not an ounce of recognition or familiarity.
By who exactly?
By the great serpent of the sky and the jungles. By Sahan Baza.
At which point,
Trying so hard.
the two dwarfs both immediately take a knee and bow their heads.
Ember inclines slowly, lifts.
And Wonka looks at Brackle. Who exactly are you?
You may refer to me as Embra.
Embra.
Does Hugh recognize the name?
No. Oh,
No.
Saha and Baza?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. There's a mythical entity said to be somewhere in the mountains here to the west.
As
No
they
religion
as
trained? I do not. Someone else
as
say I don't know anything.
Second, sorry.
they
Waku?
look over. Sorry.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Oh, I said I don't have religion trained, so I'm just gonna say I don't know anything about it.
I don't think so. No treasure in those ruins.
Yeah.
The treasures of the friends we made along the way.
It is not.
All I'm saying is the
How
friends I
dare
made
you.
along the way.
I got
They took 10 ingots from us.
a whole pouch of friends right here.
I'm about to go make some new friends out of these warlock corpses. Is all I'm saying.
As they look over to Hugh and they look down, well, look up, I suppose, because they are the same size, they
Yeah.
are the same shape. They look at Brackle's body and go,
And I think you have an intrinsic understanding of what that is.
yeah. That vessel is at rest. You may place it here.
As Embra says that, Hugh kind of tosses Brackle's body up so as to move it from both arms to one, and draws his greatsword and points it right at Embra.
Ember is unflinching and
I'm here to support.
I do not understand why you draw your blade. Their purpose is done. They have returned.
To where?
The light of Saha's wings.
And as Hugh says that, you do remember the final words that echoed in your mind as you were sent out, Embra. When you are ready, find me.
They have returned to... I'm trying to figure out like an honoring name. Did Saha and Vaza have a very specific like moniker that they were referred to as?
How about the location name?
The Mbaza? Wait, location name?
Yeah, I mean Saha Mbaza is the being's name. But when you say they have returned, it kind of instinctively comes into your mind. They have returned to Orolunga.
Orolunga?
Orolunga, yes.
Orolunga.
And does that mean anything to Hugh?
No. It is not on your map.
How Waku having had a level drained from him due to the death curse. Having being a comedy character, but having a pretty good understanding of undeath. How much does he and seeing this nonsense with Brackle not being able to come back? How much of an understanding is reasonable for him to put together what's starting to go on with the death curse?
I think he wouldn't understand the meaning of the death curse, but he would understand, he would be able to guess potentially that what he witnessed the Lich, his patron, doing before he was cast away, that could be the evil entity that was actually no, that was Saha, sorry. I mean that they are the most powerful necromantic force in Chult, as far as you're aware.
Okay. Not enough then to kind of put together that Brackle may not be in a good spot. Exactly.
No, just what's before your eyes. They cannot be resurrected through regular means.
Ooh.
Okay, so Hugh, speaking of that location on the map there, this is what we see is as much as you know. You know that to the southeast of here is the Valley of Lost Honor, which is in regards to the fact the dwarves losing all of these mines down here. There is Ataz Ilquazi to the north of that valley, which is kind of a gateway between the valley and the jungle. Ataz, it means canyon, ravine. And the Ilquazi is in reference to the Ilqua weapon. I think Waymak has one?
He has something else.
Right, okay.
He has something else.
But the Ilqua is the short hand. That's right, the Kopesh, that's it.
He has a Kopesh and an Arimbeki.
Yes. The Ilqua is a Chultan short spear. And the talk of Ataz Ilquazi is that it is full of obsidian blades.
Yes. Okay.
Jutting from the ground. And you also recall something else, Hugh. An arrangement you had made with your smuggler friends. You know that returning to the southern bay would be very dangerous because it would take you through Red Dragon hunting grounds. I mean, even where you are is relatively treacherous. You know,
Yeah.
The dwarves actually tell you that the Valley of Lost Honor is patrolled by fire newts connected to these ones that were holding this place, and
Right.
and also is the favorite hunting ground of the dragon.
Right. Cool.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
And you also know that it would be probably fruitless going back to Shilku Bay because the smugglers you had arranged to just nip up to the dwarven mine and return. So they would have waited a couple of days, but they will be gone by now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh dear.
No.
So
As Embra says their piece, Hugh is going to kind of snap back and remember that the spirit warrior is intending to preserve Brackle's body, and he'll put back his greatsword and disregard Embra completely and take Brackle to where she is meant to be placed for the spirit warrior to do his thing.
okay, so you lay Brackle's body in the shrine, and the Scythe, bowing to Embra, casts
Acknowledges head.
Gentle Repose. What's it called?
Yep, gentle repose.
Yeah, Gentle Repose to keep them safe and in one piece. If you still intend to do what you were planning to do before. We get to the end of the campaign, Scarlett's playing like 3 or 4 pet terrafolk.
It's all right. It's fine. I've done this before. Not terrafolk, but like, what is it? This isn't my first multi-voiced rodeo. I GM for a living.
Exactly. So, yes, sorry.
Sorry, very quickly, as they like, you completely disregarding, like, Embra is nonplussed. Embra has been given a purpose and is here to assist.
Yeah, I think
even if they don't like it.
Yeah, Embra has a much more awareness of what's going on with them than than Brackle did, because Brackle had to operate in Nine Zaru, whereas Embra is a much more practical build, shall we say? Because Embra is aware where Brackle wasn't, why that whole person didn't work.
Yep.
You, Scarlett.
As
Scarlett.
for
Scarlett. Scarlett.
Yes, sorry.
You are a celestial construct.
Yeah.
As mechanically speaking. So only things that do not affect constructs will not affect you.
So as Hughes laid this body and is very clearly firm, as soon as they are starting to head away, and I'm gonna have to get used to not saying Brackle, Embra is before Embra follows, and they acknowledge the spirit warriors. They turn to the now the lifeless and I'm assuming assembled into proper state Brackle, and say, "Do not worry, I will not fail where you did," and walk and follow suit.
Self-burn.
Of course. Burn, literally. And as they come through, as they come through and follow on, again, nonplussed for all of this aggression in their direction, they
just
the only
shove
thing
the greatsword to the side. Excuse me.
Basically, honestly, if Hugh looks down and goes makes scarring faces, Embra is I am here to assist. This is my purpose. It is why I have been sent.
I think he
That's what they
would
were
do
sent
that I think in between Embra saying that and the comment she made towards Brackles, that they made towards Brackles' body, Hugh would have, like, facing away from Embra, heard it, made a face, like, and turned around to face her, to face them, and said, you know, you keep saying that. You keep saying that you've been sent to assist. You claim that you've been sent by some mythical creature.
They just nod, because this is true.
Like, Hugh is completely flabbergasted. At this point, he's gesturing around to the room. He's turning to Waku. He's turning to Waymak, to the Spirit Warriors. What of this? What?
Waymak,
he gestures.
Timely cuts out. I think Waymak says, Hugh, there are many mysterious powers that are present in the jungle. The light of Bastetti is but one of many. And you see, he kind of reaches to his side and like holds his armor, but you're not sure why. And he says, you yourself have witnessed powers that could bring your mother back to you. Do not be quick to dismiss other such manifestations of mystical power.
I don't think it's necessarily a rejection of the existence of mystical power, but the form in which that manifestation has chosen to manifest, and
This form was selected for me.
I understand it was selected for you, but I hope that you could understand it's quite jarring, considering we had a companion whom we quite liked, who's now dead, and we're not so happy about that. That happened about maybe 30 minutes ago.
Understood.
And now you have the same form, and like your personality, which is fine, by the way. Your personality is fine. Is different, very very different.
I am not them.
Well, yeah. Well, I think we get that. I think that's well understood. Actually,
They tilt their head slightly, and I understand. Potentially, this may be difficult, but I have been sent to assist. Because you have been brought together. I am the contribution of this jungle to protect it. There is something dark here. Darker than before. And something darker still is yet to be made. I have been sent to stop it with you.
I think Waku feels that.
I mean, I'm making this face in character too.
Okay, so just before I forget, can I just say, out in the meta, just out of character, this is what Artis looks like. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh,
Kind of
wow.
got Nicolas Cage vibes.
Yeah.
He's got real Nicolas
Very
Cage
much
vibes.
So. So I think as Embra finishes their sentence, Hugh Hugh is brushing himself off and straightening his outfit, and he bends down. He kind of bounces on his knees, hands on his knees, like you would bend down to talk to a child. And he tries to get as close to eye level with Embra as he can, and he says, through gritted teeth in the beginning, "Okay. If you have been sent to assist us, and you are a contribution to the group, then I suppose it's in our best interest that I act professionally. And he takes one of his hands and he sticks it out in a gesture of like a handshake. My name is Hugh, and I am the guide for the group. I have been hired for my expertise of the area. And you?
Ember considers the hand, because this is their very first handshake, as like they put the small familiar talons, but these are, unlike Brackle's, which almost had like a soft sort of coldness, these like pulse like a warm heat pack on a soothing wound. Like you've been in fire, like you've been surrounded by really hot things the entire time. You've been sunned, but this sort of fire, this is the fire that comforts people at night. And as like the hand goes and like you feel that sort of heat, Embra, I am but an ember of Sahanambaza's will. I have been created to assist you. And they looked back at the body, as the other one was, for the people they served.
Created. Yeah, you do seem new. And Hugh will close his hand around Embra's and give it one shift, like one stiff shake.
As you stiff shake, like does not understand the force, gets semi-tumbled, and you realize that, like, again, as strong, they are just as like formed as Brackle, because Brackle could have handled that.
It's called a handshake. It's something you do when you meet a new companion.
How do snakes do it?
Like this. They kind of like curl around your hand, and then you just kind of shake the whole snake, I think.
Hugh uses his other hand to
Thank
point
you.
at Baku and says, "Yeah, like that, I think."
Understood. I will have to inform. And may I bring in my friend?
Indeed.
As in a, like, their eyes kind of semi-glow, that burn, that blush, and suddenly, like, that warm campfire flares into a bonfire of heat behind the eyes, and from one of the magma pools, like the sparking embers all start to combine and conform as
How
they
about
make up
one
the
of the-
same shape.
One of the cave wall markings
Yes.
separates and comes
Yes.
off the wall.
Love it. Like, almost a blaze comes down, and the form of Jigu that you have seen the entire time manifests as it manifests on their arm and goes, "This is a handshake," as this emberous, ashy, flamey snake, flying snake beside them attempts the same thing.
Yes, with a pair of quite phoenix-like fiery wings.
Oh, look, I'll demonstrate here.
They wrap around your arm, Waku. Meaning no harm.
Oh, like, yeah, that's about correct. That's good enough.
And
They feel really spicy though, like you're holding a slightly hot bowl of soup.
Hugh kind of squints at this snake familiar and says, "Is that Jigu?"
Is that your name? Says Embra to the flying
Bless.
snake.
Yeah. The joints of the wings on the body just like...
No, apparently.
Yeah, that was Brackle's name for the companion before.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that names are unnecessary. They don't really have one. They view themselves as a construct and not much more. So like we're lucky that this one has a name, frankly.
They don't respond. They're not even like, yep, no, I'd be hurt. Meh. They're like nodding. Would you like a name?
And he will stand up at this point and say, he'll kind of clasp his hands together and say, well, frankly, it's very hot in here. And it's very uncomfortable.
It's right.
It's not humid though.
Screw that shit, Hudson. Okay.
Yep.
Yes, so you are going to make camp outside? Hey, Pixie.
I think we should make camp in here, but that's just.
Yeah, I think it might be safer to make camp at least a little ways in. So,
Okay. So, yes, you do so, and with the dwarfs gratefully returned to their home, they watch and keep guard through the night, and all of you are able to take a long rest. You may take the
thank
benefits.
Hey, I have spells again.
long rest.
And
Yeah.
yes, ma'am.
Before we leave, or before, let's do this. While people are getting ready to sleep, is there a fire nuke warlock corpse that has not been disposed of?
Sure.
We're gonna drag that near the entrance so that we can use it later.
Sure.
Then we'll go to sleep.
Noted.
It's a secret tool for later.
A secret Waku tool
Okay.
for stuff that I'm not going to talk about yet.
Okay, you do that thing, and everyone takes their long rest, and
Thank
after
God.
a certain ritualistic amount of time in the morning, the 5 of you set off.
Before setting off, we raise the.
That was the
The
ritualistic.
fire nuke.
Yeah, oh, it's
time,
okay.
time, yes.
Hey, this is my
That's the
new
five- the
friend,
five-
Ed. Because it's the last 2 words of dead.
Yeah, buddy, I don't think I'm ever gonna get used to that, but
He's
they
not
sure
as good
helped
as-
us out last time. So
He is not as good as a warlock as I am. So
Okay.
Embra comes back to you after, like, with the fiery snake-like creature on their arm, having practiced handshakes a couple times throughout the night to try and get it right. Embra comes to you and says, "This one is Kai."
Kai. I see. Hello, Kai. I'm
The-
Waku. I didn't tell you
the-
my
the-
name yesterday. That was kind of rude. I'm very sorry.
It's all right.
Hmm.
I believe is what I'm supposed to say.
Not accurate enough.
Hugh,
Understood.
the
yes,
the dwarfs discuss with you before you leave and ask which way you're planning to take.
Hmm. Well,
You know that northeast will take you towards Nyanzaru, and you know from the way the talk of guides and things, you know that up there, after quite a decent trek of of travel, As we can see on the map, there is the mark, although not shown properly, but it is known to be there in that location. There is the ruins of Mbala, and that is probably a good place to first kind of head towards, because it is a massively tall plateau.
Good vantage point.
And a very good vantage point to send, yeah. And from there you should be able to get a glimpse of the river Soshenstar. And you know that there are camps there from the some of the people that have done expeditions out into the jungle. And the river Soshenstar will lead directly back to Nyanzaru.
My Syrinscape. I don't want to speak necessarily for Waymack, but I do believe Waymack would say something along the lines of wanting to go to Chahaka Anchorage, as was our original plan.
They want to take out the pirate, from memory.
Since we're already in this neck of the woods.
True. But you would have to go up and around the Cobalt Mountains there.
Yeah.
So you could go, if you went to Ataz Kahakla and then down the River Tath, although, Hugh, the River Tath has quite a lot of epic waterfalls. Remember, that's what causes the mist of Jahaka Bay, the waterfalls churning into the thing there. Now, the dwarves say something very interesting, Hugh. As they were keeping guard, just as dawn light was starting to burn off the mist of the jungle, they talk of a mysterious sight, because they've been focused on Hrakama for so long. But you see one of the dwarves, and he's like pointing out towards the jungle, and he's like, "Do you see it?" And you look and follow his line of sight, and while quite far in the distance, so difficult to make out, there is definitely like almost kind of east-northeast of where you are in the jungle, like along the valley from Ataz Zikwazi. There is something in the trees, like something man-made, large enough to see from this distance. Because it's like a week's, it's like a 10 days travel away.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well,
actually, no, I don't. Sorry, it wouldn't be visible, but the dwarves know it's there because they've been scouting around and hunting for food and things. And I think Waymax says, perhaps if there is some unfortunate souls that could be fortunate for us, we need to lay in provisions if we are traveling far. Perhaps this wreckage was carrying something useful.
that is a good point.
Question for my inventory stuff.
Uh-huh.
Do I still have access to any of Brackle's gold or anything?
No.
Just because I'm specifically after the copper.
Unless Waku stole it from Brackle's body. You don't have
He may have.
There's only two
Hugh's
situations.
perception is awful, so
Only two situations that would occur. Waku would either steal it or wouldn't let anybody touch it, unfortunately. And I think we're going with the latter. It's like, if I'm not getting it, nobody is.
Actually,
and I think he would actually kill me if I took it. So we're just gonna let it be there. This is more out of fear than respect.
I
But
think
I'm not gonna say that. This is an internal monologue that I'm saying out loud. Oh,
Because I'm just wondering, do I just have starting equipment? Like, what's going on in terms of the stuff, or am I just there?
You have you have starting equipment, but anything that Brackle got in Nyanzari
Okay.
you don't have.
That's fine. I mainly wanted the copper pieces for a spell.
I
/ I don't have insect spray, but at the same time, does that work on me? Question mark.
You have
this is
I mean, you have your focus, right?
Yeah, I have my druidic focus.
okay. This may sound bad. However, I would like to think that, you know, in the spirit of not being wasteful and being as prepared as possible, I do think that a provision of my services would be not confiscation, but an absorption of goods for the sake of the group.
Honestly, to be fair, if Brackle was around anymore, they'd probably be like, yeah, please, just, I don't want you to die! What could silence one?
Maku, what do you say to that?
I mean, are we doing
Pilfer's
shared?
body.
Doing shares? I mean, let me.
Hugh he puts his hand to his chin and he kind of thinks about it.
Again, my decision to not he stops himself from saying pilfer the corpse. Not
Been dead
Slow
less
down,
than 24
slow down,
hours.
Lord.
and-
it is on my character sheet that I have no respect for anything I grave rob.
That's
It's
fair.
on my character sheet.
I mean, given the fact that Waku dove into the ocean to attempt to retrieve a bag of treasure, Hugh has no misunderstandings or misgivings about Waku's character reference, treasure and goods and loot. So I think that in the interest of keeping things copacetic, I think Hugh would offer the remaining party members a share of any liquid money. But anything else, I think he would hold on to.
Okay.
My favorite fungible currency.
There's not much. Brackle was pretty broke. I would also say that I was mainly asking about like the insect spray and stuff like that, like how, if any of, because I think I had water skins and stuff. Like I have a water skin, but I think we picked up extra stuff, but I don't remember.
We did. Yeah, hold on.
Okay.
I think I have it written down.
Yeah, you got you got rain catchers and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, that's definitely a
catchers.
group item.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had 2 for
Yeah.
the party.
We had 2 for the
and
party,
then
but the
everyone had one 20-use thing of insect repellent.
Mm-hmm.
yep, that's the one that I
So-
was asking about.
Oh,
I think-
because I'm not too sure if I'm infected by insect repellent.
Since
anymore.
everyone has one, I think Hugh would kind of heft it in his hand and toss it to Embra. Yeah, you're gonna need this.
Ember Ember fumbles when they grab it. Again, still not fully used to having limbs. Stretches out, and I think it's Kai who like brings down. I have a present for you. It smells funny.
Oh. Silly me. Okay. This is insect repellent. And he points... I like to imagine there's some kind of label on the bottle. Like,
Nods. Reads the bottle. Understands.
you know insect, right?
Yes, there's one behind you.
She's not making a jab about me, is she?
No. No. And Hugh applies his own insect repellent.
Mhm.
And the bug, like, kind of buzzes around and then, like,
I think
just fucks off. Like,
You already used one application on the way to the mine, right?
yes.
To
Right.
Wormheart, so you're down to 18 now.
Okay.
Let's just
everyone
all
puts
apply to
Mhm.
make it
Don't
nice and
forget to
easy.
put on your insect repellent. It's super important if you're traveling in an unknown jungle. Who knows what diseases they carry? Because your immune system is not ready for it.
So
I
a quick
think
table
that
here. Insect repellent use.
Hugh would take the other items that Brackle had on them and kind of hold them in his massive hands in front of Embra and say, do you need any of this stuff? I don't know. I still don't quite understand how exactly you two were tied together. Mystic beings and all that. I don't know.
I will take whatever is useful. But if it was personal to them, there may be someone in their life that may need them more, no? I don't know
And
who
I will
they
be-
have in their lives.
And I will be keeping those items.
Okay.
Alright.
So, as you prepare yourselves, and you've been told about the wreck. I'm just remind myself how much the dwarves know about it. Hang on.
And I also need to know a very important question. How much gold was it?
Oh, how much gold?
You said not
Brackle
much,
had like
but
nothing.
well, that's
it-
that's still something.
There was a pouch of 5 GP, and then the money amount that I got from the gambling that I don't know if we got the full details back on, but that was like maximum 30 silver, and 20 of that was Jill Stein's. So Jill Stein got, so it's like 5 gold, 10 silver. Brackle had no need for money really, only for the effects for other people.
Okay.
And the same-
Second, I'm gonna. So that's 5. 5 of the golds.
So,
Ooh.
Hugh,
Alright.
Hugh, the dwarves told you that it was a flying boat that seems to have crashed.
Flying boat.
10 silver is 1 gold.
10 silver is the equivalent of 1 gold. I made it off banana.
Banana!
It's 5. It's 5 gold. 10 silver, which means alright. Hugh gets 2 gold. Wait, it's 2 gold, and I get 1 gold and
Oh.
10 silver.
And Brackle had in a dedicated pouch 20 copper pieces.
Alright,
Because that copper is very specifically for a spell that they both know.
I like to imagine that Brackle may have labeled the pouch that had the copper on it. So
Do
Hugh
not
will
use,
hand-
super important.
Yeah, Hugh will hand the pouch to Embra and say, "Make of this what you will." I don't get it.
for spell use
This will be
only.
useful.
Yeah.
This
So,
will be useful for the
which
future.
direction would you like to take?
Pick toward the thingy, I guess?
Yeah, after
There's-
everyone's, after we've distributed all these goods, Hugh will privately reference his map, and taking into account what the dwarves have told us, he'll pitch to the group a couple of options. All right, so option A, we have a crashed flying boat in that direction. Might be some people that need our help. Might be some things that we could benefit from, or someone could benefit from. Or we could head north and wrap around the mountain here and head to Chihaka Anchorage. I know, Waymak, you had some business there, but how are we feeling? Kind of
Fire,
opposite
people
directions,
who
really.
fire.
I'm gonna level with you here.
Whichever one has more treasure.
Okay, that's one
If
for
there
Crash
are
Flying
people-
Boat.
If there are people who require our assistance, should we not assist?
And that's 2 for Crash Flying Boat.
Yeah, the dwarves kind of suggested it was in this kind of direction.
How recently did this boat crash?
Last night, right?
No, it was a while ago.
Oh,
So-
okay.
Sorry.
So like, we're not helping these people. They're gone. Right.
Hugh kind of nudges Waku with his foot. And, like, makes a face at him.
You misunderstand. You misunderstand. I'm saying, yeah. If it by
If
the
we
time
let
we
it-
get there, if it crashed a while ago, there aren't people to help.
Listen, there could be even one person over there, and maybe they will be very grateful that we helped them.
I'm not saying we're not going, but I'm saying that we should have measured expectations.
Fair enough.
If they are not alive, their possessions may prove beneficial to our journey.
Thank
Oh,
you,
and,
Embra.
I've already agreed to that portion.
It's so weird, like someone. The crackle was so different. Let's go.
Way back, please. Okay. Waymack, I am
There you go.
afraid that
That's
you are
what a dwarf
outvoted.
says.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay.
Now,
How
are
many
you
hexes can we do in a day?
one?
that X that you just put on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
So I mean, like we can head up that way, and then like
Now, are you
Then
gonna
go to
go?
the
Are you gonna go like as directly as possible, or are you going to go down to the Valley of Lost Honor and through the Atazi Kwazi?
We are not doing that because we are not running into a red dragon again,
And all the fire newts. Don't forget the fire newts.
and any more fire newts. We're not. I am tapped out on fire newts.
I would like a 5-minute respite from this situation, please.
Please.
Thank you.
but there's probably a lot of treasure there.
Yes, where there's a dragon, there's treasure, but we're going straight.
Oh, we're coming back here. I'm gonna get
As
that
the
dragon.
Corvum fly. Or
Clever.
doesn't, I suppose.
McClover's asking in chat there, did I start streaming here or did I guest elsewhere first? McClover, that I think it was dropped in the Discord last week sometime. Myself and Buns from Out of the Abyss, who guested today, guesting earlier, guesting right now, over on Guild Superior as they're playing Pirate Borg, the Caribbean Dark
Oh yes, I saw that.
Voodoo full
Whoa.
version of Morkborg. Buns and I first met the first time I was online and streamed in a game. It was on the Gold Heart Gaming channel as part of... Actually, no, the first time would have been on the Greyhawk channel. But Leonie, the GM from Gold Heart, was our GM for Buns, I, and a couple of other friendos. And then we did other stuff on Gold Heart with them as well before I decided... Well, actually, before Emma, it was Emma that you'll know from Chicenta this Friday.
Hey.
Emma and Emma City Art does this beautiful character art, so I hadn't shouted them out yet, actually, so that's a good chance there. Emma suggested that we record them just so that we could look at the VODs for ourselves.
Yeah.
To help take notes. And that's something that her group did prior to us. So that is why Strahd is online, and it's very clear that we are not performing for an audience. Check out the VODs on YouTube if you want to see what that first ever stream looked like. It's in the Curse of Strahd playlist.
It was a good time.
Yeah, you skip about half of it if you don't want to see us just trying to figure out how it works. Okay, so so you direct kind of straight beeline for it.
Yeah,
Okay, so let's.
as the Kenku flies.
Embra would like to be keeping an eye on just generally the area
Yeah.
and the situation at hand.
Okay, so I'm going to say the first one gets you to there. So you leave the mountains. And
Okay.
I'm gonna say this we don't have to roll for encounters in this particular area because this is kind of under the sway of the dwarves here, and they're kind of keeping it patrolled and as safe as they can. You actually you see one of the other warriors disappeared into the jungle after you finished the day before, and that morning as you're preparing to leave, a group of other albino dwarfs arrived who had been waiting for the chance to move back in, and there's quite a celebratory atmosphere as they returned to their mine. So you move there and have a uneventful day, but it is interesting how you get that first kind of view from the side of the mountains there, just the vast swath of jungle just heading off in front of you, and then you drop down below the view of that and into the trees themselves and starts to hike your way through the jungle. Now, as you leave the mountain slopes and move into the jungle, I'm just going to do this.
But up?
The pin disappeared. Each day you travel, I am rolling a survival check for Hugh, and if you fail, you get lost and you no longer know which hexagon you are in.
Oh dear. Okay.
And that's gonna be...
Is it... Can I assist at all?
No, sorry.
So, we have
It's
some.
just parts of the travel mechanics of the game.
Okay.
I know this is probably a bad time, but we do have a question that has been nibbling at my brain. Is Hugh Hackingstone dead? Did we
Yes.
see him die?
No.
Oh, he did.
But you heard... I think
We
you
heard him die.
Yeah, like it died, yeah. Because the ghosts went out and attacked him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And if not, he would have
Just cash.
probably escaped with the boat.
They did!
Jesse,
Get out!
thanks,
Get
Jessica.
out!
Okay, so yes, I am rolling, because there are 6 hexagons around each one, so I'm rolling a d6 to see which hexagon you end up in. And then the first time you succeed on a survival check, you'll discover which hexagon you're in. So,
I love that.
it's not a terribly high DC, and Hugh's got +4 in survival, so you'll be okay. But as you get into the jungle proper, we do need a roll on a d20. On a 19 or 20, something will happen. So,
Okay.
Hugh, if you could do our first roll.
Sure.
Girding loins.
A 16.
Okay, that is not a 19 or 20. So, though you're, are you open about the fact that you're not quite sure which way you've gone, or?
At this point, no. No,
Okay,
I am
keeping
not.
that to yourself. Okay.
Yeah.
So, the second day, you find yourself back where you are. So
What?
he passed the survival check for the second day. So when you pass again, you realize where you were.
Okay. Got it.
Okay, so if you continue to fail for several days, you move in a random direction. You do not know where that is. But then the first time you succeed, you turn up on the map where you are.
Understood.
So you had gone south. You had gone southeast by mistake.
Okay.
On that second day. So that means on this day you're going to choose to go northeast, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, that means we can.
Well, if you know that you've gone southeast, you'd know the opposite direction at least.
Well,
Right?
that'll take you back where you've just been.
Mm.
So you head
So in the
northeast,
southeast,
and we can remove our
northeast.
first hexagon.
Yay!
You go into this square, so goodbye.
Woo!
Goodbye, hexagon.
We've done it.
There's so many hexagons.
We've done one.
Yes!
One!
One hexagon. Okay.
It only took many sessions.
Well,
Good session
I
this
mean,
night.
to be fair, I think at the start of the adventure, everyone sticks to the known parts before they head into the unknown. Okay, but you are
Into the
heading in that
unknown.
direction. Okay, and let me roll for the next day of travel here. Okay, yep, you still managed to keep on target there. So I'm just going to move the pin out the way here so I can get these hexagons. You move into
And you
this
shrink the
hexagon
size
here.
of the pin.
It's the size of the image is quite large.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, it's a transparent image with lots of stuff around it. Hey, no worries, Papa. Okay. So, chill, chilly kitty. Waku, your turn. Could you please roll me a d20?
13.
Okay, safe and sound. Let's see how you go the next day. Ooh, natural one. Okay. Let's pop our pin away. Bye.
Later.
Okay, so you were there. Okay. And Scarlet, d20, please.
Hi. This is where I have to remember everything. How to use. Oop.
Ken.
Nice.
Okay, safe and sound.
I'm
Roll the
assuming
cat.
we're using as many insect repellents as we are.
Yep. Every day. It's gonna run out, I'm afraid.
It's gonna run. I knew we should have bought double. I knew it. I knew it. I said it at the time.
Okay. You. Let's see here. Okay. Let me just pop this out the way for a second. Hugh.
Yes.
You get lost again, I'm afraid, and once
Dang
you
it.
start to find yourself, you realize you've gone quite far south.
Oh, man. Wow. We just did a
You
big
keep-
circle around
The
The
Atazaklawa, yeah.
Ataz.
Go down there, I'm
Dude.
afraid.
any minute now. Any minute now.
Okay, back to you, Hugh.
Well-
Give me that d20.
All right.
You can do it.
$11.
Okay, thank you. Now, the next... So are you going to go north for the next one, I assume?
Yes.
But we're already here.
This isn't where we're trying to get.
Yeah,
We
well,
want to
Trying to
get
get
the ship.
here.
right? Yeah, Embra, Waku, for some reason, on this day, Hugh stops, he's like, back the way we came.
Looks over, just understood, and turns around. The entire time, I think throughout it, like Ember's quite a quiet traveling companion
Yeah.
compared to Brackle, who had like a million questions. And as like you're gone through and explain, occasionally they'll like stare at a plant for too long, be confused,
Fair.
you know, that sort of vibe.
Okay. Waku, d20, please. Did you do the last one?
No,
No,
I,
sorry,
I-
it wasn't.
I did.
Yeah.
12.
Okay, still safe and sound. Let me roll here. And here. Okay. From there, do you want to go north?
Yeah.
Okay. So go into that one there. Scarlet, d20, please.
Hi. Will I be the reason we're in trouble again? No.
No,
Save.
not this day.
Nice. Okay,
Uh,
with half of your insect repellent gone,
yeah, I was about to say.
you successfully navigate Hugh. Would you like to go north or northeast?
We're gonna go one more north.
Okay.
While we're traveling along, is it possible to look for the equivalent, like, items of, like, insect repellent and stuff?
Like plants that are irritating to the insects.
Yeah.
Okay. That it's a very difficult DC, but yes.
Okay.
So you can do
What would you like me to roll?
a survival check. With with someone giving the assist, I assume.
Yeah.
Probably Hugh, honest.
Yep.
Who's got the best roll?
I have
I've
a
got
+4.
+5.
Oh wow.
I also
+5
have a
on mine.
+4.
Oh.
She's like, well, I guess you just be the guys then, you bastards.
I knew where we were going the whole time.
Truly, the only
I was
reason.
hoping we just go to the.
The only reason
No, you're the
Hugh's
guide, you're
survival
fine.
is so high, because Hugh's wisdom is dog shit. It is not good. Perception is awful, but I am proficient in survival, so
Yeah.
that gives me that bonus. So
Well, you're
Hugh,
busy guiding, so I could probably go looking
yeah,
with
we'll
Waku's
let
help.
Waku do it.
Well, I mean, no. If Ember has the +5, then Ember should do it with the advantage.
Yeah.
And also, Hugh, you seem now this kind of fitting because you know that this Saharambaza's fabled lair is somewhere in this region. So perhaps that's why Ember knows these things. Seems to know things better than you. You could also
I need
delegate navigation to them as well if you wish.
Well, 1 second. I gotta figure out how to untoggle the thing because I'm so confused on how they've changed the character sheet. But I rolled a 19 +4,
Whoa.
so
Um,
I don't know what's going on. But oh, that's right. I have
You turn
guidance.
guidance on,
How do I turn it off?
and there'll be
Because
there
I
should
didn't-
be
I
a
have-
button like underneath the skills.
Whoa.
There's like if
Oh,
there's.
that's right. I've got guidance. I forgot about that.
I mean, you would
Under the skills?
use it every time, so you may as well just leave it on.
Okay. Yes, guidance.
Which
23.
oh god,
As I figure.
You had advantage.
I do dislike that spell. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
It's just like
At least it's not
There's no-
silvery bobs.
it's so immersion breaking. It's like this way. It's
It is.
The Silvery Barbs is exactly the same. It's just
Yeah. Right.
It's just like it's
Oh, guidance.
purely mechanical.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
like guidance to that thing. At least with Silvery Barbs, you're using up spell slots, so there's that.
Right.
But guidance,
To
yeah,
be
it's just
fair,
like,
I would
so
only
like-
use like.
It's just like having a paladin in the party for saving throws.
Sorry, I cannot. I'm not too sure where it is, but
Yeah, right. People forget.
26. I
Okay.
guess then to
Okay.
look for things as I try to figure out how to turn it off.
Also, dear friends, a little news here, and we have some new folks I see in our viewers here. We are doing a fabulous giveaway because we are celebrating 3 years of streaming today, starting our 4th year today. We have, as I said, one for each year, 3 Troll Lord Games vouchers to give away. We have a fantastic chibi from the fabulous artist Scarlet Song over there in the far corner for one of your OCs. We have goodies from CZRPG, awesome adventure stuff to give to you. We have Tasha's Cauldron of Everything on D&D Beyond, and I just got a message over here. Phoenix Dice has also donated a set of dice. Congratulations.
Hey!
So
Why
there-
in the Phoenix Dice ones when I'm not on? To be fair, I have too many.
actually, no, fuck it. You guys can enter today as well, because it is a celebration of all
Hey!
things. Jump in, jump
Quick,
in.
type the name in for
doing
once.
it. I'm doing it.
Exclamation mark, enter. So yes, a new the Scarlet.
I'm not getting my
There's
own.
Josh. Look how hungry that was. Thank you, boys.
To be
Thank
fair,
you for your command and all
like,
the other sessions.
I want to get. If I get anything, I want to give it to other people. So.
Yes, Vamp, exclamation mark, enter there. Also, Vamp, that concert you went to looked awesome. Origima folks. Origima folks. Origima folks. I like
Never
that.
roll
Let's go.
advantage.
Intense typing.
Advantage toggle, there we go.
Alright. Okay, so as somewhere off in the distance the dinosaurs lumbering through the jungle growl. Yeah, everyone jump in, lots of cool giveaways today. No worries, man.
It's a presents. Presents for everyone. You get a gift and you get a gift.
You've made these 3 years absolutely wonderful.
Just remember to stick around, everybody.
Yes, you have to be logged into the chat at the end. If
Yes.
you need to lurk, that's okay. But okay.
Lurk and have the tab open.
Don't
Yes.
change that dial.
Although, can we just bask in a little self-appreciation for Saturday? Like the biggest number of viewers we've had in a long time without a single raid.
That was insane. We were
Really?
at like 38 people were watching the
Awesome.
Candela Obscura one shot, and I was like,
We got 30 right now, so that's awesome. Okay.
I was
Wow.
up till 4 a.m. Totally
Thank you,
worth
everybody. Good to have you. I know there's
Yeah.
lots of streamers going on this end of the weekend slot. Although for 3 of us, it's the start of Monday. Thank you, Bree. Yeah, we love playing it. It was awesome. It might happen again in the future. Not too soon, but
If anybody's interested, there's an Art of Pepper in the Discord. Because I
yes.
never finished it.
Oh, Pixie, thank you. Give me that gifted sub. Here you are. Now Ember can have a spin of the wheel.
Oh lordy!
you missed out
Ember
before.
experiences the wheel of shenanigans for the first time.
Yeah. Yeah, that was great art. Loved it. Can someone drop the Discord in there? Exclamation Discord. If people want to jump in and get
I
all the
got it.
news, what's going on with us? Cheers, mate.
Equal.
Perfect. Ember's first spin of the wheel is a Wild Magic Surge as well.
Hell yeah!
Beautiful.
keep those
So
locks
she's
unloaded.
since we are in jungly territory, Druid.
Sure,
It'll be
it's
the
when-
next.
yeah, it's when we go into initiative, so let me know then.
Oh, okay.
Right, okay. Embra takes control of the navigation here, and meets it. good first try there. And I think we're back to Hugh for the D20. So I assume you're going.
Got it.
What do I get rid of?
It's that way, yeah.
It's a 5, John.
Safe
Come on,
and
Theo.
sound. Okay. Excellent. So that's one more insect repellent gone. Oh, and did you make that advantage? You got like a 19 or something, right?
I got a 20. So with advantage, 26.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Is it working for the guidance? Because it's rolling like 4 on every
I
roll.
don't know how to turn it off, honestly, because I'm
there's a
trying to
checkbox.
figure
If
out.
there's a global modifier, there's a checkbox underneath those things, so it should be at the bottom of the skills.
At the skills.
Yeah, because it's related to the skills.
And
If there's a global modifier turned on, there's usually a checkbox under there you can just toggle on and off.
roll another skill.
Just roll a different skill, yeah, see.
Yeah, okay, it's
that's busted.
Yeah,
that's 5 4s in a row on a d4.
Wow.
So sorry, I'm just trying to figure out where it would be because like I've
It's
never
okay,
used this.
we could just ignore it.
And then I'll just roll the
we'll figure it
4
out off
separately.
stream. Sure, yeah. But I mean, the first one was 19, so
okay.
that's plenty. With your guidance, there you go.
It's taking a while to think about it, but I'll figure it out. Don't worry.
Hey, Bree, thanks for jumping in the Discord there.
Mwah!
Bree,
Welcome.
right, I've got it right, haven't I, Bree? Bree, you're going to be running the Curse of Strahd for patch? Is that right? That was right, isn't it? I think.
I think so.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm scatterbrained. Start of the week. It's not telling me what it was. It's not showing. What was it? Nice.
It's not showing on my end either, so this is going to be one of those things. 1 second, I will figure it out.
Yep. Just go to the dice roller on the left. Yeah, on the bottom of the the toolbar. It's like a little D20 mark. There you
It's
go.
a 4.
Okay. There you go. It was meant to be. Also roll me a D10.
D10.
It is a high
9.
DC. Okay, it is a high DC to find, but it gives you D10 days worth of insect repellent.
Whoa!
So you have 29
distributed.
days worth now. Yes, each, yeah. So you've
Ember
used
again.
11 days of 29.
Passes.
And it won't... I think it's something to search for when you're starting to run out. It's not something you can search for every day because it will spoil. Because this is like... This
Oh,
isn't,
no, it's
this
okay.
isn't processed into salve. This is just raw, like,
Right.
rubbing leaves on your face.
Okay. Okay. I feel like it's like this will... If you are concerned, please use these for now.
Yeah. Okay, so...
Slaps a leaf.
Um,
Gets her arm like
the
a
last-
slap band.
If you pass this navigation check, you will arrive. You do not. But you might
Dang it!
you might randomly go in the right direction. Oh, so close.
One day we'll figure it out. We're just very distracted. This is the first time we're in the jungle. Everything starts to look the same.
It doesn't start to look the same. It looks the same. I have no idea where we are.
That tree was
Actually, I
not
know
there
I should-
before.
I was shifting the pin every time to get at the oh, but if I do, they'll disappear behind there. Damn it.
But
Okay, never mind. Over there, you. Okay, you end up down here.
This feels incorrect.
But you do get back on course after that, so you can travel. You only lose 1 day's travel there. And you arrive
we did it!
Da-da-da-da-da-da!
at the location here. So I had to move the X to get the hexagon out of the way. Boop. I can now put it on the map layer instead. Go away. There we go. Okay. You arrive. Okay. And let us...
What do my Goliath eyes see now?
As you emerge from the jungle, you start to see something looming in the trees above. And... let's see. See if I'm looking at our lovely Sirenscape sound sets here. Everyone do check out Sirenscape, there's a link just popped in chat before. No worries, Phantom. Do jump in on our affiliate link there if you want to get awesome sound and music and enjoy that whilst also supporting the channel. Some cool Tomb of Annihilation sound sets here. Okay, so as you emerge from the trees and look up into, and these are massive trees in the jungle here, right? And just bedecked in vines and creepers and, you know, interesting smelling flowers and, you know, wildlife flitting away from you as they see you approaching. But you know, lots of different types of monkey and colourful birds just exploding and disappearing. I think Kai is chasing the birds often. There, Embra.
Yep. Kai does like little loop-de-loops every now and then when they're bored. Like little infinity symbols, and then they'll just rest on people's heads because they have infinitely more personality than Nebra does.
Where is...
I'd like to think if they nip actually get any sort of plants to see what it is, or like just investigate, because they are so like of the flame. Occasionally they start setting little forest fires that like Ember just puts her hand on and like to tap out. Just like, nope.
Okay. So, let us, let me double check, what we got here. Shouldn't need it. Yeah, okay, good. Okay, difference. Let me take you over to the new map that we have here for the wreck of the Star Goddess.
Oh dear.
Dark goddess. That's quite an epic name.
Isn't it?
Oh. That is
Zoom out.
Loading.
Too much.
people
Whoa.
in trouble.
Okay.
Whoa.
Now,
Oh, it's such a nice, colourful map.
isn't it pretty? I'll let you leave. Can I leave you to enjoy that from it when I do a quick bio break?
Yes.
Thank you kindly.
Do-do.
Would you like to
In-
entertain these beautiful people
yeah.
in chat?
As there's like a stair up. Do you think anyone's still up there?
No.
Oh, actually, question. What have you guys been doing? Like, what have we been discussing over the many days of travel?
That's a good question.
Treasure.
Embra's very confused by the fire newt, I think.
The schlepping corpse.
Yeah.
Oh,
Are
we
they
had
made
a...
of pure fire?
No.
Or what made of pure fire?
They're lizard people.
Oh, the newts?
Yeah.
The newts. So, why, if they hurt you so much, why did you bring one with you?
Oh, we had a duel and I won. So you know, magic duel rules. I get to raise him as a corpse. Well known fact in the magic community.
I see. So does that mean if I kill you, I raise you as a corpse? This is not a threat. This is an inquiry.
I mean, is that your purview?
No, I am meant to heal and
Oh,
protect.
then no.
But I am also meant to set things on fire.
I suspect that you would either you'd probably set me on fire is what you would choose to do if you defeated me in a magical duel. Yeah, no, it's kind of winner takes all, you know.
Oh,
And
I see.
this is all of him. I took it with me.
If you keep saying that you are a great and powerful necromancer.
That's true. That's true. I am
Do
that
you
thing.
know anything about the darker undead forces within this jungle? Stares deep in your soul.
Vaguely, I know that they were created by some no-name chump. Much less powerful than me.
I see. Then, most certainly, if we encounter such no nameless chump, then you will be fine to handle them by yourself as we defeat whatever evil is within their lair.
I mean, yeah, I can do that. I'm a great and powerful necromancer.
Understood.
I'll
will leave
also
it
be
to
the
you
first
then.
necromancer dragon someday, so that's gonna be a cool thing.
I know, Mac.
Understood.
Tell me about it. I step away for a second, then necromancy.
Oh, it's always gonna come back to necromancy. My next character is gonna hate necromancy, but it's still gonna be a topic.
Okay, so as you gaze up at this large wreckage in the trees above, a wooden vessel is caught high in the tree branches, broken into 3 chunks. It resembles a ship, but there are differences that mark it clearly as not a seagoing vessel. The stern is the lowest piece, hanging precariously by its rigging about 50 feet above the ground. The middle section appears to be 15 feet higher, and the bow section, firmly wedged in a nest of branches, is another 10 feet above that. As your voices carry up from the jungle floor, a weak voice calls out, hello? On the ground. Can you help us?
I told you,
Goodbye, guys.
Waku.
Congratulations on your survival.
Okay,
It's so hard to keep a straight face!
well,
Walker doesn't want to yell. He's just gonna message up.
message?
He's
Yeah.
just gonna message up and be like, yeah, this is this. Is there a limit on this?
Great and powerful laughter. Hi, how's
There's
it
like
going?
an intercom, like
they lower it, like it appears as like a lowered like cup phone on a street. Like, can you let us into your tree boat?
Yeah, basically. Like, yeah, Waku points up and it's like, yeah, this is Waku, the great and powerful. Anyway, what kind of help do you need?
Sorry, my nautical terms are stern is front or back.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Chat.
Front, I'm pretty sure. Port,
That's the prow, isn't
bow.
it the prow?
The
Oh,
stern
that's
is the
right.
rear.
I know port and starboard.
The bow is the front.
Okay, thank you.
But what does it? It's like awkward silence as we all Google boat anatomy.
Okay. So yeah, so the leftmost part is the lowest,
Okay.
and then up and
They
then
got
up
a
again
stern
as you go
blade.
to the right. Thank you, Australis. Yeah, I figured out port and starboard, but they're not the front and back.
So the keel is the center bit, but it's the pointy bit that sticks down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that because of keyhole.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So, you look up and you see that's there, but Hugh.
Yes.
Actually, hang on, maybe not. No, sorry, Embra.
Yep.
Embra
Yes.
and Waymack with their better perception. Sorry, Hugh, I forgot the garbage perception.
No problem.
As Hugh starts to make towards the trees and the various vines that you could use to clamber up here, you kind of grab his arm, and just that impassive voice, you're like, no, wait. You see, lurking
There's something here.
in the undergrowth and all the vegetation around the base of the trees, there are a bunch of undead. You can see 8 ghouls.
Ghouls.
Disgusting.
Interesting.
Mixed reaction. Let me put them on the map. They're kind of clustered around the lowest part. That is the closest tastiness.
Give
Go
us,
ahead.
give us the brains.
Did you see the tweet? When I put the Discord messages I put out for going live? It's like a zombie birthday one.
We do love the zombie
Zombies with a birthday cake.
Happy
Okay.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Oh, nice.
Let's put them there. There they are. You see over here on the left? They're all just they're there, but on ground floor, on ground level.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. They're on ground. Understood. And we're approaching from which
Nice
direction?
stories. Let's say south, because you came from the south on the map.
Yep.
It is a proper aligned map here, north south.
Okay.
When you arrive, you see these 8 ghouls lurking in the foliage below the wreck. I think Embra, you've got the highest passive perception. You can see that each of them has a blue triangle on their forehead, and Hugh, you know that to be the mark of Rasnisi. Crap! I forgot to do something when Embra was coming back because I was so excited about the new character. Sorry, can I retcon that?
Retcon.
When Saha and Baza was talking with artist Simba in the cave there, Saha communicated concern and hopes that you would be okay out here in the jungle away from the cities, because she knew that Rasnisi was going to interfere and make you into that hated form again. So it was Rasnisi that, in the face of all things celestial and good, was just like, I'm just going to make things as difficult as possible, and made you look like a terrafolk.
Aww. Good time.
So let's grab your tokens. I'm just going to put them like down the bottom here, roughly.
Okay. Is Waymack with us in this?
Waymack is so distraught with his paladin vows of protecting and looking after people that he is catatonic. Shall we say.
How tiny am I?
Where are you? Oh, that's
I
why.
am-
I was like, I can't see you, but like, for some
You're
reason,
very
here.
tiny.
I don't know why. I
I
grabbed your token from before. There you go.
Now there's two.
okay.
So
Don't forget
it was so
Ed.
small that I
This
was
is
zoomed
this-
out. I couldn't see it.
This smaller one.
There you go, it's gone.
I'm so sweet. May I please also have Akai on the field because they have been with us.
Did they have stats and stuff? Or was it just? It wasn't just flavor. Because
It's there because there's a
Right. Well, you have to summon.
So
You have to summon
there-
that, right? That like uses
Yes,
up the
so-
resources and stuff. So.
yeah, because it uses a bonus action, but like I can't remember. I gotta double check how long they stay up
Yeah. I think you wouldn't have them
because
summoned
if
all
not,
the time.
it would just because I have as a druid I get my wild companion.
Right.
So the way I flavor it is that they aren't always in that form, and then that form activates when I use that ability, if possible.
Let's have a look. So yeah, the Wildfire Spirit is only 1 hour. Yeah.
Okay. So is it possible to use the form for 1 hour and then have them as my familiar? Because that's the wild. This is the part that I was going with. Because
And also
you get the wild companion.
the wild companion only lasts for an hour as well, eh?
Oh really?
Yeah, it lasts for hours equal to half your druid level.
Oh crap. Okay, good to know.
Yeah, so I think this is not, it cannot be something that's always around. Sorry,
Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine.
just need to summon it when something happens.
Because wild companion wasn't in original druid, right? It was a Tasha reflavor
Yeah,
that jumped
yeah.
in. Yeah.
Jump in the giveaway for a chance to get Tasha's Cauldron of Everything.
So you too can figure out all of the stuff that I totally knew.
New toys. Okay, so my friends, how are you going to approach this? Do we need to roll initiative, or are you going to attempt other things?
I have never once attempted other things.
Initiative it is then.
Yeah, I think that's probably the right way to go.
Okay, then let me click this button.
Do I? Probably not. But he does, like. Listen. These are the undead of some trumped up no-name necromancer. We're gonna put these guys down.
Understood. They are disgusting anyway.
Okay, so everyone, give me some of that tasty initiative, please.
I do think that I will be some. If you want to get a token ready, because that will be my first move. Initiative. Boop.
Oh, thanks, Bree. Ooh, to Rakam as well.
Thank you.
Who gets the spin? I'm the only one who hasn't had one yet, Bree. If you'd like it.
Oh, my wild magic surge also activates.
Yeah, good, definitely. That's on your turn.
Yes.
Yeah, I actually remember to say. Ha.
Oh, finally
Okay.
a good initiative.
Thank
I
you,
don't think
Bree.
I've had a double-digit initiative this entire campaign so far.
Oh, that's your zombie. I was like, where'd that zombie come from?
My zombie.
Yeah,
I
it's a
brought
fire
it
new
on.
Twarlock. Let me prop
I,
that terminal for you there, guys.
I rolled a very good number.
There you go.
My name's not Brackle anymore. What happened?
I don't
No
know.
more
I dragged it from Embra. It's weird. No, yeah, we'll pick it up.
Okay. natural 20?
Noise.
Yeah, it was a big number. I enjoyed it.
Beck.
I'm gonna.
Hungry. Hey, good luck, Victoria. Lots of cool giveaways today. Okay.
I should get my Phoenix dice out.
Yeah. Ooh. Sprite.
Especially given that they're sponsoring the giveaway.
Yes, indeed. Trollo Games vouchers, CZRPG goodies, a sketch from Scarlet, a copy of Tasha's on D&D Beyond, and Phoenix Dice up for grabs today. All the prizes to celebrate our anniversary. Wow. Noisy. Okay, so that's Brackle. Sorry, Embra. What was your?
It was originally 10.38, I think,
So 10. Okay,
because it was lower than Hughes.
gotcha. Okay, Waku is the quickest to act.
No, when necromancy's
Wacko.
involved.
Right. The undead. Your people.
Yeah. What is the range band here? Just normal?
I mean, yeah.
5 foot squares.
5 foot squares. So yeah.
Okay. Zombie X on my turn, I assume.
Sure. Yes.
Okay.
Let me do my spin of the wheel. Thank you,
Oh
Bree.
yeah, we need to do some wild magic surges.
Yeah, on your initiative, yeah.
On your turn.
Yep.
Okay. Fair enough.
As the mysterious forces of the jungle are triggered.
Where are my fiery dice?
What's it gonna be? Ooh, hang on. This might change the order a little bit here. I got Oopsal
Oh, no.
Dex, so these are very dexterous schools.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
God.
That is 20 dex for each ghoul, which puts it up to +5. Oh, still slower than Waku, but it puts them at 20.
I has tiny for
Running zombies.
sirens.
Yeah, it's like
I don't believe it.
is, they're like
Fast zombies.
is it 28 days later the fast zombies?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, it is. I remember that because I was like, oh damn, that is good.
Okay.
It's okay. Thank you for doing it, Bree.
They've been eating that
Like
Ayo
that. Can I not move?
Ayo no miso.
Soyonate.
Red brains.
For some reason, I can't move
Gives you
that.
wings.
Um,
Not sponsored.
sorry about that.
Better not
Get your shit together, Josh. God's sake.
I drew that circle
Okay,
with the intention of picking it up, moving it, and then deleting it.
I bet you did.
But now I can't touch it for some reason.
Da, 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 da.
That's
I
because
can't do anything to it. There we go.
What would you
I'm-
like to do?
Oh, well, why do I have a zombie now? Anyway, we're gonna hit these three
Okay.
with a shatter,
What's the
Love
save?
that for them.
which
Con?
is a Constitution save,
DC.
not a Dexterity save.
Got him.
DC 15.
Using like methodology cheater.
I mean, I was gonna shatter anyway.
I know. Okay, so left to right, top to bottom, DC 15. That is going to be a fail, a pass, and a fail.
Okay, 4 of the D8s for damage, half for the saved man. Well, saved, not man.
Go. Potential, as was.
Ramble.
Plus anything? Not my favorite time I've ever rolled that. The unreduced is 13.
Okay.
So
So the
No.
two that didn't save are immediately on their last legs.
Okay.
Not terribly powerful buddies. So red dots for them. So it's teeny tiny on stream. Might zoom in a second. And 6 damage for this one. That is not blooded yet. Okay,
Fixed it.
done. Anything else in your turn, Sarah?
I'm gonna turn into a, undead-looking thing.
Form of dread.
He's form of dread. Yeah, he's going to become wrapped in lich-alike bandages once again,
Okay.
mimicking his patron, which gains him
The following benefit.
the following benefits. No, it gains him 11 temporary HP.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Okay.
And
That is the
zombie
benefits. Oh, fun.
Waku takes 2 steps back. Zombie takes dodge action.
Noted. They charge towards these new tasty snacks.
Oh, god damn it.
Yeah, I can't select that circle either. What did you do?
I have
What layer is it
no
on?
idea.
Okay. Anyway,
What layer is it on?
I don't think you can switch layers, can you? As players.
No.
No,
No,
but
we
like it
can't.
may have. What might have happened is like the circle when it was drawn.
Got
There you go.
There we go.
Okay, we have 8 friendos here, and they starts to leap out of the underbrush and parkour off the trees. They're like doing those side
Yeah.
side somersaults off
good.
the tree trunks and things. Parkour.
That's what we say whenever we run over a pothole when we're driving. Parkour.
So this one is going to charge down here. It has to dash to get to Embra. Sorry, to
Oh, come on! I just got brought into the world.
This one can also has to dash. Damn it! This one doesn't have to dash to Embra. Yay! And this one doesn't have to dash either. Hooray! They completely ignore the zombie. Run at Waku, but they have to dash to get there.
Intentional.
And that one's got to dash to you. And dash to you.
I didn't even do anything.
You're tasty.
So
You showed all the
I
meat. You got the boob window.
Alright.
They dashed to you.
Yes, you can't do
Kill them.
Yeah,
it.
true.
The two on
just
Ember did not dash.
just a heads up with the two on me.
Yes, mate.
Immediately as they approach, like the edges of the tattoos start to swirl and shift and almost become like snake scale like as my Eldritchification Armor of Shadows activates at will, and I have Mage Armor.
You can do that as a reaction.
I can do it at will.
But I mean, that means you don't have to spend
You
a
can cast
slot.
Mage Armor at yourself at will without expending a spell slot or material components.
Yeah, but what's the casting time?
I gotta figure that out. So when it happens, but it's at will, so does it have to have it?
At will just
Time?
means it doesn't cost a slot.
Okay, never mind.
At will doesn't have the. I don't think it's a.
I've seen that used differently then, and I
keyword.
have arguments to make with people.
I'll do some
Fine.
research real quick.
All good.
Yeah, at will just means a natural ability to cast the spell, as far as I
All
understand.
good, no worries.
What's the ability? I'll
It's Mage
Search
Armor at will. It's the Armor of Shadows.
Yeah, an unlimited number of times. Not that it bypasses any other normal rules about actions, casting times, and
okay.
turns.
Oh, yeah.
All good.
Cool.
So would I have been able to do that in preparation, or it's too late now? Which, if no, which is okay.
You could have done it, before Waku alerted them to your presence. Yeah,
Okay, thank you.
no problem. Okay,
Because
so
I need to
they
know what
come
my AC is
rushing
now.
forward, and they are going to lash out at you with their claws, Ember. What's
Yep.
Ember's AC?
My AC has gone up from 13 to 15.
15? Okay. First one attacks, misses with a 9. Second attack. Natural
Ooh.
20. Welcome to the
Ouch.
game, Emperor.
Hi,
Okay.
you ready to kill me again?
You take
I too have come to serve.
You take 13 slashing damage.
Oof.
Oh,
And-
from the get-go?
13 slashing damage, and can you make me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Can do. I've gotten out my dice.
God, I hate
Ooh.
ghouls so much.
Hungry.
Why did it have to be ghouls?
15.
Okay, you're good.
Okay.
So I'm just going to try and find a good spot for this on the overlay here. That's good. There we go. Okay. So yeah, they come leaping over, and you feel some sort of strange tingling sensation from the bites. From the claws. But you do not succumb to whatever it was. But you do take that
Again.
13 damage.
All good. As it hits, like, Ember's just like, again. Just like single eyebrow raise if they had eyebrows.
Right. Okay, Hugh, over to you with Ember on deck.
Okay.
Give me that D100 first, please, mate.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna go with the roll that I had in the D20 chat earlier, which was a 79.
79 on the fighter
Seven
table.
up. Oh.
Okay. Hugh,
Yep.
you look fabulous, darling, as your finger and toenails are rejuvenated and polished. Quote unquote.
Okay.
Careful. I think you get -1 to your attack rolls because you don't want to chip them. No. Bizarre wild magic surge.
That's fun. That's fun. Okay. So
Vogue
what
in the
we'll
jungle,
do
yeah.
is I'm gonna go ahead and use my bonus action to place my echo right here,
Good look.
kind of at an angle from this guy in front of me. I am going to use one of my attacks on this guy right here, to the north of me.
Okay.
And that is going to be a 14 to hit.
Nice. Let me double check. North of you?
Yeah.
Okay. Turn order. Get out of the way. Come over here, turn order. 14 hits.
Cool. All right. So that is going to be 10 slashing.
Nice. Immediately blooded.
Cool. I'm going to have my...
Or is it? No, not quite. Sorry, not quite. My bad.
I'm going to have my echo... That's okay. I'll have my echo hit this one right here.
Noted.
That
Welcome in,
is
everyone. A big chunk of people in. Thank you, everybody. Hope you're doing well. We are celebrating 3 years. Lots of giveaways today. Exclamation mark enter. Whilst the echo attacks.
Ooh, 19 to hit for 14 slashing.
Nice. Big hit there. Immediately.
Very good.
Is that going to be... Yeah, immediately on its last legs.
Okay. And then I'm going to use one use of my Unleash Incarnation
Nice.
to give my Echo an extra attack. It's going to go for the same one. 18 to hit
Nice.
for another 10 slashing.
Okay, it is cut down.
Beautiful.
Which... I'll cross them out because I don't want to delete the one that's in the turn order by mistake.
Yeah.
As I often do.
That's fine.
Okay, boom, that one's gone. Nice. Give me my regards to that, you see.
And
Exclamation mark, enter there, Carpan.
that is my turn.
Nice. Okay, Embra, your first turn.
Alright, so
D100, please. You said Druid.
yeah. So 45.
A 45 on the Druid table is... Oh, wow. Okay. I'm gonna let you move if you want to.
Ooh.
Okay.
You would get an attack of opportunity, but I think it would be tasty if you get it. Although actually no, you could get two. You turn and just your beak opens and you breathe a 60-foot line of acid.
Whoa!
Just turns.
Can we flavor it as magma?
Sure.
Ooh.
Just like, it's like, there's again the same single eyebrow as it looks down, looks at it, and as they're like unhinging their jaws, like totally nonplussed, unhinges jaw. The acid cone, please.
Just a
So
line,
what
just
do
a
I
line.
need to do?
It's a
It's
straight
a
line.
ray,
It's
yeah.
a line. Yep.
So you only get ones in a straight line there. So, I mean, if you wanted to take the type of opportunity and move like north of the one that's north of you, you could get 3 in the line there, or you can just go straight west and get the 2 that are there.
Honestly, sorry, which ones? I didn't fully
Due
recover.
west.
You
Due
could go
west.
right
Due-
here.
Because I can't go through them. So either way,
No,
I
you'd
take
have
an
to, you'd have to
opportunity
circle.
attack.
You have to circle around. No, if you want to get the ones to the west, you can stay where you are.
Yep, I'll just turn around, open my mouth.
Cool.
Like that.
Whee! Look at that.
Oh, that changes things. That changes things.
Okay, they need to make dex saving throws. Thank goodness. So I'm going to join
Ah,
my
yep.
oopsal dex.
So this is just a freebie,
Bastard
right?
boys.
Yeah, just one off. DC
Cool.
15 dex saving throw, so I need to get a 10 or a less. The one closest to you gets a 12. And the other one, natural 1. So the first one, the one,
Nice.
the one that's on its last legs, does actually get like parkours out the way. It's like leaps up and like hangs off a
Parkour.
branch of the tree, like a hanging vine. And then, hey Charlie, what are you doing? Get in here.
Hey.
Okay, disadvantage. Okay, I'm going to immediately use it on that saving throw then. Actually, no, I already got the natural 1, so I'll save it.
Right,
So
yeah.
for when it makes more impact. Boop. There we go.
And
So
then-
that is 3d8, please.
Ooh, tasty.
that's
1,
very
2.
spicy.
I'm using my most. I have a huge array of dice out because I've been organizing for all the stuff.
Revenge. Back at you.
Oh, not bad, not bad. So that's 4 plus 6 to 10 plus 2. 12 points of acid, like right in their
Nice.
face.
Okay. Also dissolved to the point of being on its last legs.
Ooh,
I think you.
Charlie's asking if there's
dissolve.
still time. Charlie's asking if there's still
We
time.
should be done now, Charlie. Say, but thank you. We're just gonna. And actually, this is Ember's turn is the end of the round, so we'll do Ember's turn and we'll finish.
Okay.
but
So-
thank you though. I hope you had a good time.
So as they as they turn and they turn to face the ghouls who have seen them just turn their beak and look directly at them, and it's like, please be eradicated. And I'd like to. It is a dex save, but I'd like to summon my wildfire spirit right next to me.
Okay.
And each creature within the 10 feet of the spirit, other than you when it appears, must succeed on a dex saving throw against your spell DC or take 2d6 fire damage. So, my spell save DC is 13, so it's not high, but
Let's use this buddy. Hello.
It's not 0.
it's not 0.
How's that? It's got it.
Oh,
Sure, why not?
Well, one of them has disadvantage.
I like that.
Uh,
One of them has disadvantage, apparently.
Okay, so remind me what you're doing. Sorry, I was looking for that.
So, I'm summoning the wildfire spirit, and when it appears onto the field, it does 2d6 fire damage against a dex save. So they need to do dex saves. They need to do dex saves.
Okay.
Sorry,
DC.
13, not high.
Okay, so just the 2 there.
Yep.
Okay. So 13. Okay, so 8 or more will do it. Left one. Yep,
And then-
gets a dirty 20, and
you,
the right.
you haven't used
one
your
does it 18.
your disadvantage, right?
Oh, thank you. Yeah. So that disadvantage on that first one that succeeds. The second one, natural 20. So they both succeed.
Oh my god.
That's okay. That's okay.
Rolling hot.
In combat, the spirit shares your initiative count. Sorry, this is the first time I'm really having a good look at this. But it takes its turn immediately after yours. So it's immediately after me when it starts its turn. So after me when it starts its turn.
Yeah.
So that's that, and then on my turn, where is it? Sorry, new character who dis. I am going to use.
That's Ember.
I'm gonna use. That's so many of these are thing. Oh, sorry. I'm like, it's a really new character. This. Sure. Why not? 15-foot cone. Will I get the two of them in front of me in a 15-foot cone? Question mark.
Yes.
Cool. I'm gonna use Burning Hands.
Ooh.
Another deck save though. I
cast-
totally just read that. It's alright.
Cast from the fire spirit.
From the Wildfire Spirit. Yep.
Sorry, it's been a long time
So
since I played Wildfire.
Another deck
Druid.
save, I say, with like my weeps at that +5. Gosh darn it! Gosh darn it!
Same DC 13. Okay,
Yep.
on the left, passes dirty 20 and a 16. Sorry.
Cool. And
they're
then
very
with
dexterous ghouls for some reason.
that's okay, cause
yeah.
on Kai's turn, I'm gonna use fiery teleportation, and I'm going to transport to a space, 15 feet away from them, in an unoccupied space that I can see.
Let's use this one instead. There you go. It's a bit less humanoid. There you go.
Thank you. So I'm going to transport ourselves just over here behind. Or next to the echo, basically.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. So anywhere in here, so here. And then we transport there. May I have control of the fire token?
I'll put it next to you for now.
Thank you.
no,
And that
you may
is as it's like fire burns and then just like comes out of Ember's mouth as they they essentially blink out of the space with Kai next to them.
All right. Okay. And as you do that, you, Embra, as you transport over there, you get a different view of the wreckage up in the trees above. And there is a large, interesting kind of circular logo emblazoned on the wreckage of the ship that's hanging down towards you. And you see this emblem on the ship.
Oh, you motherfucker! I love you. I love you so much right now. This is great. I wondered.
In our Candela Obscura one-shot on Saturday, they discovered
So good.
that over in Halrua they have airships using lighter-than-air gas to power themselves here. They also learned that there are circles of Candela Obscura investigators beyond the borders of Halrua, and one of them is here, because, as written in Tomb of Annihilation, this airship is from Halrua.
Yes.
Huh.
So,
My joys as a player right now, unmatched. Even
You
if I
have-
am already the first one that's taken damage.
you have come across a Candela Obscura circle of investigators here. Known now, you in character you do not know who they are, but out of character they are searching for dangerous magical artifacts and seeking to protect the world from the misuse of the arcane. So, wonder what that's all about. Okay. Thank you, wonderful people, but that is all we have time for today. We will be jumping right back into the thick of things as our Bastetti paladin shakes off the fugue of indecision. So, what do I do? Apparently had the surprise condition in this first round. But they will be joining in there next time. Thank you, Bree. Amazing support as always. Thank you, everyone, for using those Dream
Thank
Pie
you so
channel
much
points,
for coming.
giving those gifted subs, and following us here. It's a whole bunch of you in. We're going to wrap things up here, but as I said, we do have an amazing giveaway today, as it is our 3rd anniversary. 3 years of awesome adventures with all of you. Thank you so much. If you are new here from the very beginning, somewhere in between, thank you so much for being here. And we look forward to sharing even more stories and adventures with you going forward. Yes, I know, Ghoul, isn't it awesome? Now, as we are going to say goodbye to these fine folks, please jump in the giveaway if you are not already. We have 3, count them, 1 for each year, Troll Lord vouchers to give away. We have CZRPG goodies. We have a commission of a little chibi from our friend Scarlet Song over there. And we have a fabulous set of Phoenix Dice. And so many to get to try and remember everything. We have, thanks to our wonderful mod, the Fabulous Phantom, a D&D Beyond copy of Tasha's Cauldron of everything to give away as well. So, massive prize to give out today. If you're not in the giveaway, please do jump in, ! Enter for your chance to win. And we will draw the winners in just a moment. But before we do that, Hugh, when you're not battling ghouls in the depths of the jungle, who are you?
Thank you, John. I am Colby. I have been Hugh, the Goliath Echo Knight. In the material plane, I am one half of the Vexed Vending Group here in Central Florida. We are a creative vending machine group that uses vending machines to help smaller makers and artists to get some exposure to the swaths of tourists we see here in the Central Florida area. We have 4 machines out at the moment. We are on Instagram. Do check us out if you're in the area. Yeah, thank you very much, John.
Thank you. Yes, do check out that awesome Instagram. The link in the chat there. Waku! Look at all of these undead, and you don't have control of nearly enough of them.
Oh, we're gonna change that.
Why aren't they mine? Oh my god.
With animated undead, I can control up to 4.
Nice.
So we'll fix it. Don't worry. Anyway, hello. I'm Josh. I am a cruel facsimile of life, created for the sole purpose of playing D&D for your pleasure.
You're welcome, everyone.
When we're off stream, I do exist, but I'm locked in a closet. It's very stuffy.
At least you got Grim for company.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. How's Poker Night going?
I'm not winning.
Oh.
So, don't exist outside of this stream. So, thank you very much.
I should get you back
I've been
into
Josh.
existence as quickly as possible.
Yeah. We'll see you. We'll see you next week.
Thank you. And last but not least, soon to have a frame of her very own Embra.
Hi everyone, I'm Scarlet Song, she, her, you're not a lichen librarian, and today I have been a former character in Embra, who is my new one. As for where you can find me, I stream here on Twitch for art. And other than Embra, I was playing Pepper the other night on Candela Obscura, and you can also catch me bi-weekly next week on Fridays as Miss Cotter, my maid, in our Fantasy Noir campaign over on the College of Inspiration, where I'm the lead sprite artist and help.
There is the VOD of the most recent episode in the chat there,
Yes.
as well as Scarlet's Linktree.
Please check it out.
Okay, thank you. We are QuestJunkiesUK, and we are very delighted to have all of you here. Thank you so much for supporting us and joining us today for these jungle adventures here on the peninsula of Chult. We would like to give a shout out to all of the wonderful people that have been cycling by below me here. The fabulous CZRPG for all their wonderful support, Troll Lord Games, Sirenscape for the amazing soundscapes and music and sound effects. Really loved putting together all of the Candela Obscura stuff for Saturday. And the wonderful Phoenix Dice with the beautiful Click-Clack Math Rocks, as well as a Discord with a bunch of professional DMs waiting to play games with you over at DM Charlie. And special for today, making these beautiful token borders for our characters here, the fabulous Warrior, also creator of gorgeous, beautiful Tarot cards as well.
Oh my god!
So, do check out all of their awesome stuff there. Thank you, Phantom, dropping the links in the chat there. Do check out all of the awesome things over there. We have an affiliate link with Sirenscape if you want to go and give them a try. Let them know where you came from. And we are going to wrap things up there for today. But let us do that thing and see which of you lucky folks is going to be the winners for our giveaway today. So, let me do this here. We have our Troll Lord Games, we have our CZs, we have our Phoenixes, we have our
So many
Tashas,
prizes, guys.
we have our
Happy birthday.
Scarlets, Thank you so much. All the birthday presents, but not for me, for you lovely people. So, as the music soars in a suitably heroic fashion, let us see who our winners are. Doing a quick refresh to make sure we've got everyone in there. Good
Make sure
luck,
you're the
everybody.
dude.
Okay. We'll be back later this week with all of our regular adventures. The fantastic Out of the Abyss crew kicking things off. Then into Ravenloft for Barovia and beyond. Friday sees our sneak peek preview playthrough of the CZRPG adventure to Center's Tyranny. And then on Saturday we'll be back with those incredible Spelljammer folks in the dark of Xerxes. So do not miss all of that amazing stuff. And then next Sunday or Monday, depending where you are in the world, we'll be back right here in the jungles of Chult, battling these undead hordes, trying to rescue a Candela Obscura circle of investigators. Okay, closing entries. Good luck, everyone.
The number of this.
Okay, going to go in order here. So, Troll Lord Games vouchers are going to... Boom! Great Bape, Texas. Congratulations, Great. Second one going to... Boom! Papa Dragon. Congratulations.
Oh.
Third Troll Lord Games voucher going to... Boom! Votaria. Congratulations. Moving on. Gonna barrel through all of these. We have the CZRPG adventure to give to... Boom!
Hey.
Warrior! Congratulations! That's going to a good place. Okay, a fabulous set of Phoenix dice going to... Boom! Who's it going to be? Turbo! Congratulations! Next up, we have Tasha's Cauldron of Everything on D&D Beyond going to... Boom! Seb! Congratulations! And
Very
last
nice.
but not least, the fabulous Chibi commission from Scarlet Song. If you win your own picture, that'd be funny.
I know someone I'd give it to though,
There you go.
who'd be very excited for it.
No fear, you can give it to our fabulous mod Phantom.
Very good.
Excellent. There we go. Congratulations, everyone. All of those prizes will be heading out to the various winners when I get to some free time. Yes, indeed. Okay, thank you, everyone. Do join us. We have giveaways every session. Not quite as many as today, but we are celebrating. But again, from the bottom of my heart, me cruel, twisted DM's heart, a massive thank you to all of you wonderful, wonderful people. We are going to head off raiding to our lovely friend, Darling Creepshow, doing some awesome figure painting, mini painting. Do stick around and say hello from us. They are awesome peeps. And we will look forward to seeing you all next time. But till then, stick around for the raid if you've got to let those phoenixes fly. Until next time, as we like to say around these parts, Oyasumi-na-san.
Oyasumi.
Yes, me.